take questions.
Hello, finally back. No, just super excited about, I think the enthusiasm in the air and what we're trying to do, and was really excited about the opportunity for our girls to be able to get on the court at Hilltop Hysteria. Hopefully we was able to leave a great impression with people and the things that we're trying to do and where we're trying to go. So I just think we're just trying to get better each and every day, and we're really excited about the momentum going into the season and having another opportunity to do some great things. So we're looking forward to those.
Coach, the motto this year, climb the ladder. What does that mean this year?
I think what we tried to do is, last year we came in and our theme was on the rise. And, after going through what we did last year with the some of the different numbers that we put up, the different things that we did, as a staff, we sat down, and I think as a team, our ultimate goal is to be able to keep building and building. Climbing the ladder can mean a lot of different things. I think the biggest thing that we talk about is our quest for us to try to win a championship. If you get to that point, ultimately you get to climb the ladder and cut down the net. But the rest of it was about just getting the program back to where it always has been in the national prominence, and that's so it can have different meanings, and that's why we picked that.
Coming off such a good year last year, do you all notice the expectations higher around the program at this point?
I think it should be. Anywhere you go, I think that you have the opportunity that if you put yourself in that position, and the players worked hard, the coaches worked hard, and so expectations will come, and that's what it's about. And when you, as a student athlete and as a coach, that's what you want. You want to have the expectations of wanting to put ourselves in a position where we can get better and not be in a situation where we were last year, and kind of being the unknown or no one knowing about who we are. So that's a great thing.
Coach, is the team working on anything specifically?
We're just working to get better each and every day. I think our biggest thing is trying to make sure that every player is getting as much attention as they need to get for them to be the best they can be, and making sure that we can continue to keep gelling as a whole. And as when you bring in 6 newcomers, you have to make sure that you're gelling each and every day, and that's what we've been working on.
Where have you seen that most improvement over the summer as compared to this year?
I think with the returners is just the motivation, I think, and the quest to continue to keep getting better. I think the overall improvement has been just the growth of, the newcomers coming in, and the returners teaching them the different things that they needed to, but also the returners being more familiar with the coaching staff and myself. And so now they know the expectations, they know what we're looking for, and they know what they need to do each and every day, day in and day out, for us to get better.
Which of those newcomers do you see having the biggest impact this year?
I look across the board, and of course, Ruedes and, Bria have been getting better and better, but they got a ways to go. I look for, when we went out last year and we recruited, our whole job was to get better, to be able to bring some more speed, some more athletic ability, and some big kids, and I feel like that's what we did. So it's just going to continue. Our 2 junior college players with Jasmine and Chanel, they have their days where they do really good, and then they're still adjusting to Division I basketball. So I think any team, I tell our team every day that there's going to be situations that everyone is going to be needed on this team. So I'm looking forward to all of them being able to contribute.
You talked about trying to cut down nets at the Sun Belt tournament. Obviously, along with that comes an NCAA tournament berth. Is it safe to assume that that's the goal, is to get this team back to the NCAA tournament?
Yes, and from day one, I think when I sat up here with, President Ransdale and Todd, that's what we talked about, and that's our ultimate goal. And not to just get in the NCAA, is to get in the NCAA and be able to win some games, because I think that's what it's all about. The ultimate goal is to be able to get your program to that height, and so you can have the opportunity, because when you get to the NCAA, there's no telling what can happen.
it was probably early, you may not know for sure, but what do you feel is the overall landscape of the league? You know, the league took a little bit of a hit losing Middle Tennessee. FIU's usually been okay the last few years. How do you see the league as a whole this year?
I think you have to look at every conference. I think there's a lot of different conferences that took hits, not just the Sun Belt, but at the end of the day, you have to prepare yourself and get ready to do the things each and every day. So what we try to do is, at the end of the day, we have to focus on us, and we have to focus on what we do as a team and what we're trying to do. And we still have Little Rock. I mean, I'm just telling you, there's people in this conference that are gonna, I think, make a lot of noise. With Little Rock went to postseason last year, and Arkansas State is good. They have guards. I mean, and we got swept by South Alabama, and Troy was right there with us. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of competition, because anytime you have teams that are athletic and that can score, then you're gonna have teams that are going to compete, and that's what it's about.
Coach, obviously Alexis and Chastity had breakout years last year. What's the next step?
I know you all probably have seen, the stuff. Robert's done a phenomenal job in, just trying to promote them as, All-American candidates. The numbers that they put up last year, I think, was incredible. But I think for the next step for them is the challenge for them to continue to keep getting better. And what I've tried to do is, and myself and the staff, is challenge them in different ways. My biggest thing for Alexis is to continue to get better defensively, because she's so athletic. I think that she can add a lot to her game if she does that. She shot the ball unbelievable last year, 46%, I think, from the field. That is unheard of in a guard position. I think with Chastity, she's done a lot of great things. Her body looks great. She's worked great in the off season. I want her to continue to keep growing her game, but to be understanding and knowing that she is just such a force on the inside. That I want her to continue to keep doing what she does so she can keep getting better. It's also going to help that we have more manpower. We have, they won't have to play 32 minutes and 30. That's not the goal. So I think that's the thing, to be more productive in less amount of minutes.
Didn't have any seniors last year. I mean, you had leadership on that team, but how nice is it to have some of that senior leadership and changing the line?
I think it's great, and it's just what I talked about a few minutes ago. Those two now understand the expectations of myself and the staff and what we're asking each and every day, and they've been doing a great job of leading and try to lead the younger group and the newcomers, and also just I think their vision is for them to be able to go out on top as any senior, and that's what my hopes and the staff is for them, is so we can put them in a position so they can do that.
Coach, you mentioned Rueda. She obviously stood out early on in the scrimmage the other night. What do you think she's capable of in this was her first year?
I think we're very fortunate that we had a chance to get Rueda, and she is a typical international player. She loves to face up, and she loves to shoot the basketball, and we got to get her stronger. We got to get her to continue to keep getting better, but each and every day when she's battling against Chastity and Bria and in practice, and some of our practice guys, then that's going to help. I think the sky's the limit for her, and the greatest thing about Rueda is she wants to be good. She comes in each and every day and asks questions and want to get better, and that's one of the things that you love as a coach. If for a player to come in and ask what she's doing wrong or if she's doing it right. So not only Rueda, we have our kids are hungry. I think they have been around the returners, and now they're thinking. We talk to them about how they're going to be able to contribute to help us.
How much are you looking forward to that game against Louisville, and what are some other games that stand out on you this year?
Well, of course, Louisville's that's a big game, but the game I'm looking forward to is the first game when it tips up when we have to play against Austin Peay. That's the game that we're looking forward, and we're going to take game by game. Every game is going to be important for us. We're going to have to take care of business and do the things that we need to do, and we're not looking down our schedule and looking at, we got to go to Vanderbilt. I mean, that's going to be an unbelievable place where we have to go the second game of the season. But at the end of the day, we're going to take game by game, and we're going to prepare the team to get ready to face what we need to. And what we want to do is we just want to keep getting better so we can be prepared ultimately when it comes time for Sunbelt.
Coach, how is Kendall Noble going along? I know she was sidelined for hysteria. What's her progress so far?
Coming along, she's working with the trainers and everybody on the side, and so she's doing good. And we're taking it day by day and seeing what the prognosis when she'll get back. But is in good spirits, and I'm happy about that. And just looking forward to getting her back out on the court.
Also, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but you have all 5 returners coming back plus 7 new girls. How are you going to balance out the playing time amongst them?
Well, I tell you what, see Coach Sanford sitting right there. I remember when I walked in as a freshman, competition is a great thing. You got to be able to compete, and when you do compete, it just helps you become better and better. So, I told the returners that they got a little spoiled last year because there were some situations where they had to be on the floor, even if it wasn't maybe doing the right thing sometime, all the time. But, I think it'll be good. It will be a challenge because when you have players that are hungry and eager to play, but at the end of the day, I think as time goes, I think they'll separate themselves, and every situation will be a different situation. And that's what I keep talking to the team about. Every player is needed in different situations. We don't know how things are going to go. Foul trouble, anything. You have to be prepared. And so that's what we keep talking to our kids about. I'm just happy that right now we're practicing with 12, and last year we had like 7 or 8. So I'm happy about that.
Coach, last year you come in, have the open door policy, get to know your girls and develop chemistry there. How has that trickled down to girls now like Alexis and Chastity who are leading on this team with the newcomers?
I think it's been awesome. Actually, Alexis and I had a great conversation the other day. She was in the office, and we talked about her growth and where the leadership part that you're talking about. And, this year, last year I picked captains when I got here. But this year they chose themselves, and that's how Alexis and Cheney got chosen as captains. So I think that has been a big part for her, really stepping up and understanding and knowing that how everybody follows her. And the open door policy, that's just my personality. That's who I am. And I got into coaching because I love working with young people, and so that part is just a part of me, and it helps a lot, and it helped a lot on the court last year. But they understand now. I think the hardest thing is they're trying to get the newcomers to understand inside the line and outside the lines. When they come in my office, we talk about things and we do everything, but when we walk on the court, I'm about business, and I'm pretty intense. So they have been helping them get adjusted to that part.
Coach, do you feel like you're coming into the season with sort of a different target on your back following the Sun Belt's best ever season-by-season tournament?
Of course. I mean, it's there for itself. It all speaks for itself. But at the end of the day, I think any coach would love to have the opportunity to be in the position that we are as a program, and that's what we're trying to do each and every day. So it is different, and it's going to be very interesting. And our job as a staff is to make sure that we prepare our players to understand and know that this is a really big difference from where we were last year to where we're at now, and that's what we're trying to do every day.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, thank you very much. We'll go over to the